If you want a quick, no fuss, no yeast, no proofing recipe for Greek Easter bread, aka Tsoureki, using a generic store-bought GF flour, that's right, no expensive bread flour or complicated mixes needed, I'm your man, and you sing that in George Michael. If you want to. Now seriously, this sweet bread is flavoured with orange zest, Mahlepi and mastic gum. The aroma is reminiscent of sweet spice and a touch of rose. It's truly beautiful. Follow the recipe and method to a T to achieve this beautiful texture on the bread. Look at that. You'll start by grinding the mastic gum and half the sugar needed until it's a powder. The wet and dry ingredients used here are the same for my no yeast bread rolls. I list all the ingredients in the description box, and I'll also add the link for those too, just in case you want to give them a go. Add the wet ingredients to your dry ingredients and mix for 3 minutes by hand, or as long as it takes using a stand mixer if you're using it. Your dough should look springy and bouncy, just like that. Don't just dust your surface, smother liberally with a 1/4 cup of flour and knead gently. This is a soft dough, so fingers only. This should take a couple of minutes until all the flour has been incorporated and the ball looks nice and smooth. Lubricate your hands and surface well and knead for a couple of minutes more. This part is crucial for achieving that smooth texture on the bread. You'll divide the dough into 3 equal balls and knead a little more. You'll then finish off by rolling the balls on the bench until they're smooth. Okay, we're almost done. I told you this was quick. So what you're going to want to do is to make 3 ropes about 34 to 38 centimetres long and braid them. Okay, some quick housekeeping while we're braiding. You can get Mahlepi and the mastic gum from any Greek or Middle Eastern specialty stores. That's number 1. Number 2, and I know I sound so serious, but this is super, super important. As this is a really soft dough, it will spread at the point where the braids overlap. This is normal even for wheat flour, but this GF version really does separate quite a lot. So don't make my mistake and have it sitting free form. Use a cake tin. Holy moly, now I sound like someone's mum, but this is serious because if you want a really beautiful looking tsoureki, you need to use the cake tin. I switched to a cake tin at about 20 minutes and then I swished it back in again and stuck it back together basically. And honestly, it did work out. It looks wonderful. If you want to go the long way like I did, do that. But if you want to save some time and not to muck around, just straight into the cake tin. There it is. God, look at that. If you want to see more delicious gluten-free from me, you know what to do.